Good morning, students. We were doing chapter 4 of World Politics, the alternative centers of power. In this beta, yesterday we have done rise of Chinese economy, and in this beta we have done political condition of China. Then we have read about the factors which are responsible for the rise of Chinese economy. In this beta, first factor I told you that in 1970s China decided to end its political isolation, and it started making good relations with Western bloc countries, especially to the USA. And you will surprise beta, China became permanent member of Security Council in 1972 with the help of US only. Then Premier Zhou Enlai introduced four modernizations. Okay, then in 1978 the leader Deng Xiaoping announced the open door policy, which has increased the foreign trade of China. Then beta, China has not followed the path of shock therapy. It didn't go for shock therapy, as you know beta, shock therapy was followed by the USSR, and it is one of the reason of the disintegration of USSR. So Chinese are very clever. What they have decided to change their economy step by step. First of all, Chinese introduced privatization in agriculture in 1982. Then when in agriculture privatization was completed, fully set up, then they introduced in 1998 privatization in industry. And in this beta they have opened SEZ, special economic zones, and trade barriers were removed only in the SEZ, नॉट इन होल चाइना. यूएसएसआर ने क्या मिस्टेक किया था? यूएसएसआर ने सारे के सारे यूएसएसआर में ही क्या बना दिया था? ओपन डोर पॉलिसी उन्होंने अडॉप्ट कर ली थी, ओपन मार्केट बना दी थी, जिससे और क्या था, गवर्नमेंट का कोई कंट्रोल नहीं था. दे लेफ्ट एवरीथिंग ऑन द कॉमन पीपल, है ना. देयर वाज नो कंट्रोल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ऑन एनी थिंग. ओके, दैट्स वाई यू हैव रेड इन चैप्टर 2 के ब्लैक मार्केटिंग इंक्रीज, करप्शन इंक्रीज, है ना. जो बिग इंडस्ट्रीज थी, इम्पॉर्टेंट इंडस्ट्रीज थी, वो बहुत कम प्राइसेस पर सेल आउट हो गई, है ना. इट इज़ नोन एज बिग गैराज सेल इन द हिस्ट्री ऑफ यूएसएसआर, है ना. ऑल दीज थिंग्स वी हैव रेड. बट चाइनीज़ ने ऐसा मिस्टेक नहीं किया बेटा. उन्होंने सेज भी बनाए, तो कुछ लिमिटेड सेज, स्पेशल इकोनॉमिक जोन्स. ओके, ऐसे भी नहीं कि स्पेशल इकोनॉमिक जोन भी बहुत ज़्यादा बनाए हों. ओनली फ्यू स्पेशल इकोनॉमिक जोन्स वर मेड इन विच द इन्वेस्टर्स वर invited. Okay, and trade barriers were removed only in the CEZ, not in any other part of China. So because of all these things, China became very you can say very its economy rise very fastly. And then I told you beta कि by 1994 its economy, its GDP was $8.3 trillion, which is only which is second in the world after US. Okay, then it became the member of World Trade Organization also in 2001. सो बेटा जैसे ही प्राइवेटाइजेशन हुआ एग्रीकल्चर में, वैसे ही क्या हुआ बेटा, इन रूरल एरियाज द इनकम ऑफ द पीपल इंक्रीज्ड. व्हेन पीपल्स इनकम इंक्रीज, देयर सेविंग्स ऑल्सो इंक्रीज, एंड देयर लाइफ वाज ऑल्सो नाउ इम्प्रूव्ड ए लॉट. ऐसे बेटा जो उनकी जो न्यू ट्रेडिंग पॉलिसीज़ थी और जो स्पेशल इकोनॉमिक जोन्स थे, उनकी वजह से जो चाइना का फॉरेन ट्रेड था वो भी बहुत ज़्यादा इंक्रीज़ हुआ. ओके, FDI, फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट वर मेड इन चाइना. rather we can say China at that time was the best destination for the countries of the world for FDI. Okay, so all these things happened and Chinese economy was rising continuously. Okay, but फिर भी क्या है, बहुत सारी problems थी चाइना में बेटा. अब जो improvement हुई ना चाइना में, तो उससे जो improvement से the life of all people was not equally affected. ठीक है, only few people got the advantage of this development. Okay, क्या था, unemployment was also increasing day by day in चाइना. इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट तो हो रही थी, इंडस्ट्रीज़ भी बहुत ज़्यादा सेटअप हो रही थी, जीडीपी भी इंक्रीज़ हो रही थी, पर ये सब प्रॉब्लम्स जो मैं अब आपको बताने जा रही हूँ, दीज वर ऑल्सो स्टिल प्रेजेंट इन चाइना. देखो what has happened, the unemployment has risen in China with nearly 100 million people were looking for the jobs. 100 million people were looking for the job, and female employment and the condition of work was as bad as in Europe of 18th and 19th century. उसके साथ साथ करप्शन वाज ऑल्सो इंक्रीज, ब्लैक मार्केटिंग वाज ऑल्सो इंक्रीज्ड. ठीक है, देर वॉज ए लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंस बिटवीन द लाइफ ऑफ द रूरल एरिया पीपल एंड द अर्बन एरिया पीपल. देर वर इकोनॉमिक डिस्पैरिटीज इन द कंट्री. ऑल दीज थिंग्स वर ऑल्सो हैपनिंग. बट कंट्री के अंदर चाहे कुछ भी हो रहा हो, बट globally the China was now a very big economic power, and it was exporting so many things to every country of the world, whether it is USA, Japan, India, है ना, ASEAN countries, SAARC countries, everywhere it is exporting its products in the world. So hence we can say in this way the China has got its economic development. And beta, now I am going to tell you the meaning of two cartoons which are given in this chapter, for especially for Chinese rice. First is on page number 59. You can see one dragon and one wall is there. This is China wall, and dragon is a symbol of China, you know beta. And what is shown in the cartoon beta? What is shown? The Great Wall and dragon are two symbols which are shown in the cartoon. And beta, this shows that Chinese economy is rising. Chinese economy is rising. It is economically developing. Okay, so this message is given by this cartoon कि in the world, in the whole world, dragon and the China wall, which are symbols of China, are continuously rising. Okay, then next is on page number 60. One bicycle is printed on this page, and on this bicycle China is written, and on one wheel hammer and sickle is made, and on the other wheel dollar symbol is made. So what is shown by this cartoon beta? What is shown in this cartoon? देखो, hammer and sickle is a symbol of communism, and dollar is the symbol of capitalism. Okay, why bicycle is chosen? Why bicycle is chosen? Because China is the largest user of bicycles in the world. That's why they have chosen the symbol bicycle here. Okay, or the first wheel is having communism, and the second wheel is having dollar, यानी privatization, capitalization. Okay, यानी Chinese are having both the things in their country, both the ideologies. Okay, but the first wheel is communism and the second wheel is privatization. Both things are running in China, in the same country, in one country, and this is responsible for the rise of Chinese economy. ठीक है बेटा. So with this this topic is over, and India and China relation beta we have done earlier in Indian politics chapter 5. So we will not do it here again, because from here only we have done it. So with this in this chapter only one topic is left, which is newly added, which we will continue tomorrow. Okay beta, goodbye.